Like you said before, I know that you have obviously have a great relationship with Nickee B, as he is the primary producer for Avant Garde Records. How did you guys meet up in the beginning?
Well, in the beginning, it really started with a friendship. Like, it's been more than 15 years now that I know Nickee. Actually, we met, I think that was back in 2004, 2005, on a French music forum. At the time, there was no social networks.
Yeah,
The only way to discuss about music and meet people that share the same passion for music was, we called that, that was like forums, like music forums, and
yeah, yeah.
where you came, where you could reply to messages and start a thread and stuff like this. That I miss that time. I miss that era sometimes.
The, the,
I
the,
met a lot of people that I still know today on forums like this. So yeah, so that was the thing. You really liked. We had a common taste in terms of funk music.
mm,
Nickee really likes the electro, the synth funk. He has a true love for that music, and me at the time I was pretty much the same. I was really into synth funk and boogie, and that's how we met. So we kept in touch. We became friends, and as I said before, Nickee started as a DJ. He was a pretty good DJ. Most people don't know that, but he was an excellent DJ. And after that, I invite you, by the way, to check a recent interview we released on our YouTube channel about Nickee B. And so for the people who want to know more about him and his background,
yeah.
it's worth checking this video. So after that, Nickee started to produce music. I mean, at first he was sampling songs. He was, it started he started from humble beginnings. He really topped up his game. He started to get more knowledge. He learned how to mix, and
Nice.
to a point that in 2015, as I said before, his production were really good, and and that's how it became the idea of starting the label and releasing music, because we had Nickee B. We believed in his potential, and that's how it started.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it sounds like Nickee B is definitely one of a kind producer, because when I hear his production, it sounds so clean and such a good homage to 80s funk, and like he's mentioned before, all the synths as well. And especially when I listen to some of the recent releases, Joanna Rose that come out earlier this year with Private Line. Oh, great tracks.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, I
Really,
really
really
like the
good.
product. Yeah, it really has an ability to recreate this authentic sound of the early 80s. Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
good for that, I have to say. And I'm really happy to work with him. We are still on project together for the end of the year.
Oh, nice.
We are working on new releases. I can't tell you more at the moment. I don't like to talk about things that are not properly confirmed, but
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
can definitely say that there's some good thing going on for the end of the year.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. That's definitely something to look forward to. I think we want to do right now, actually, because like I mentioned before about Joanna Rose, I think we should get into that, because that is one of my favorite releases that come out this year. And I know it come out the top of the year in January when that
Yeah,
7-inch
that's right.
release, it was a straight hit.
Yeah, Joanna Rose. It all started. I have a friend. He's called David, aka Ghost. He's a French musician DJ who lives in LA for quite a few years now, and Joanna was his wife, and that's how we met at the time. He told me, "Yeah, my wife has incredible vocals," and he released a song with her at the time in 2015 on his label called Spectrum Records, and Joanna Rose was singing on this release. And that's how
All right.
Joanna came to my attention, and I realized the potential. So I talked to Nickee B about her, and we quickly got in touch with her, and she accepted to work on Nickee B's debut album Stronger, where she appears on 3 different tracks. 80s Live, I Want You Loving, which is a great mid-tempo, and Your Time, a great track as well. So she's singing on 3 different tracks, and she has an amazing vocals. I mean, it's really easy to work with her. That was a great relationship. So after the success of this, the first album from Nickee B, we decided that it will be interesting to release vinyl with her on her own name,
Yeah.
Joanna Rose, because on the first project she was singing on Nickee B's album, but she was not really on the, on the headlines. I mean, on the front of the scene. I mean, and we really wanted to give her more visibility, so that's why we decided to release that 7-inch single with her, and we are really happy with the results. It came out really good. People loved it. It sold very quickly as well,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
yeah. So
Yeah.
definitely a very good souvenir for me.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
do remember clearly the day when I saw it advertised, you must advertise on Instagram, and I immediately was drawn to it and I had to like immediately go purchase it. Yeah, I couldn't delay it any further. It's an incredible record. So what we're going to do actually is go into one of those tracks from that single. Which track would you like to hear?
Uh, I have to say I have a preference for Love Affair
Yeah, good,
with
good
the
choice.
incredible flute. And special shout out to my friend Matthias who played the flute on this tune. It really had a special value, in my opinion, to this track. Like especially in the bridge with the during the break with the solo. Yeah, I really have a preference for that track.
Oh, great, amazing. Okay, let's get into it. So this is Joanna Rose with Love Affair.